Hey guys, welcome back to Nuts and Bolts. You can see we got this bad boy lower on the ground, looking great. Weld wheels, little too much stretch for our liking. Probably bring some 265s, easy 245s. Get rid of that a little bit. Well, some people might love it, but for my taste, it's a little bit too much. We got today. We're gonna put in the rest of the exhaust from the headers back. I think we got the Y pipe on already. But all the components, new end links, we just actually dropped those on. And then I think we're gonna reveal the SS hood and the wing today. Got some decals, got some special stuff for y'all. But let us know what you think. This is pretty awesome. We're excited about it. There's still a lot of cleanup that needs to happen. You know, the car itself, pretty special. We're gonna take the headlights off. We're gonna clean those up. We want to keep them only as much as possible. Y'all just stay tuned in. We're gonna get to work. I'm trying not to have too much titty sweat today. And yeah. Nice. Oh yeah, we gotta put the sticker on. Let me get the sticker. I got a little sneak peek. Little sneak. This is not an SLP cross member brace, but this is an official cross member brace sticker. Come on, baby. Don't do me dirty. Look at that. Man, that's nice. That just kind of sets it off. That same Hugger orange. Looks great. Check it out. What do you think, Jake?
Beautiful.
That's nice. We gotta clean up the engine bay still, but it looks nice. It's good. Happy with that. We're gonna go ahead and get these lights off now. So voila. You can see where it's clear here. You can see we got to get the rest of that. So this is all hazed out, yellowed. So we'll work on these, getting them all nice shined out. Use some wet sanding on it. Start with like a 400, go down to an 8, and then about a 1200, and then if we have to, we'll do like a 15 or 2000. And then we'll polish them out, put a coat of clear on them. They should look brand spanking new. Alright, we're just taking off the smog here, and because you don't need smog, because I don't think it actually, so the smog pump sends carbon dioxide that's already been burned through your exhaust and everything, catches it back, and then shoots it back into your motor. So like anything like a fire, like whatever, you know, if there's too much smoke, it suffocates the fire. So this isn't really particularly good for your engine. I don't know why, you know, this was ever a thing. We're gonna reburn carbon. It doesn't burn very well, to be honest with you, but not like oxygen does. But you know, this just kind of opens things up. I'm not sure it does really that much anything, but it will look cool without all this crap here. And ultimately, it's a little bit of less weight. Not that this thing's like screaming fast or anything, but it will make a difference. Aesthetically, at least. Alright guys, got all the smog stuff off. Lots of space up in there. It's all this different crap. It just really does nothing, right? We'll probably pop a code or a check engine light or whatever, but again, we'll take care of all that. The guys pretty much, I think, got us to a point to where the exhaust is on. Might be able to start it today. Not sure. We'll see how this goes. It's always when you think you're doing great, something always pops its rears its ugly head up, right? So making good progress though. The car's freaking looking fabulous. And the more I look at it, the more awesome things I want to do to it. But there is a point at which we got to say, enough's enough. Do right by the car and make sure we get the car back on the road, put it in somebody else's hands, and hopefully, maybe even turn a profit. But that's where I got to tell myself, cut it out, sell it, and let's go. So that's what that bracket was for? Got to bring that sneaker thing down?
Yeah.
I get it. I don't know if I really love it, but it's better than a hanger, right?
Yeah.
Looks pretty clean, I guess.
It's gonna go.
Yeah. No, I think it'll hold. It tightened it all up. Yeah, it's got this little. Everything's not tightened down yet, but it's got this thing here. It's kind of unique to the skit. You don't really typically see that too often, but yeah. But let's see how it tightens all up. Hopefully, there's no rattle or anything. That's the main thing, right? All right, guys. We have the new, used, and abused SS wing. This is an OE wing. You can order them like aftermarket, but they just don't fit the same. And we got a new light here, so this will really brighten things up. It's LED as opposed to the old ones, like analog. I guess that's what they call it. And then we have our SS hood. It is OE also. It's got a lot of stuff that we need to fix. It is going to be quite the undertaking. On the other side, it's got a little bit of issues with it, but it's all in one piece. And these things aren't cheap. These things typically you can find them for like $500-600. That's pretty much a steal. Because the aftermarket hoods absolutely don't fit. Sometimes the wings do, but the hoods don't fit. They're crap. They're flimsy. So you have to go OE on the hood. So got a lot of work to do on it. For the most part, it's fairly decent. So we'll get this paint matched with the Hugger Orange and get them going. It's going to take a while to get these right. This is going to be kind of a process. I just wanted to kind of show you this. I think on the next episode we'll dive into this a little bit and make sure that we take you along for that ride with us. But it's going to be a nice change compared to that flat V6 looking hood. This is going to give it a nice aggressive look, and here we got some stuff. I got this big boy to go on as a decal. Some people don't like these, and I get it. To each his own. It is what it is. But what ends up happening when you have a Hugger Orange SS hood? There's not enough shadow in the hood to really give it the respect it really needs, because that regular V6 Z28 hood is just so flat and just huge. This really gives it some depth, gives it some aggression. This gives it kind of like it kind of reminds me of like a Cobra snake thing, whatever. Not trying to bite off the Ford people, don't want to upset them, but it gives it a nice look, and I love it. So, and it'll be a nice contrast with the wheels and everything. So, yep, this will be a big work in progress. And then we got the insert for the back trunk area, and that'll give a nice little contrast too, along with badging. We're gonna change all the badges and stuff. We'll probably introduce that next week, and then you can kind of get a good feel for kind of where the car's going as far as the transition. Man, check that out, bro. They got this all put in. This looks great. This looks great. It's not gonna be the loudest exhaust on the planet, but man, you can't beat that. You can't beat that. Nothing looks better than a brand new exhaust. Jake, get down there and look underneath this sucker. Look at that. Look how pretty. It's just the icing on the cake, So, we'll hopefully try to get it started. We'll see if the battery's still good. If not, you don't have to wait till next week. But we'll drop it down there in a second. It's got a couple button up, a couple more bolts there, a couple clamps, and we'll see if we can't get it going. Getting some spark, hold on.
Ano?
Turn it off?
Turn out lights out, man. Ano?
It's on there. No, I left it on. We're gonna restart it real quick. We were running off 7 cylinders. We had one of the spark plug wires not hooked up, so I thought it had like a little mist to it. So, and then you could smell like it was literally laying on the header. So we got it fast though. So we're gonna start it back up, see how it really sounds, and then get back at you. Alright guys, today we were able to get tires on, everything kind of just mounted up, everything looking great. We got the cross member mount on, we got it started, the guys bust tail on that the whole exhaust system. Got the lights off, so we'll get those kind of buttoned up next week, kind of show that off. We got a lot of paint and stuff prep to go next week, and we're able to get it started. Sounds great. Not the loudest exhaust on the planet, right? But it sounds good, sounds throaty, takes advantage of the long tubes, and it's gonna give it a little bit more power, right? So that's what the name of the game is. Be right by the car, make it look beautiful, make it run right, make it sound good. Nothing too crazy over the top. Yeah, we can cam it, we can put heads on it, we can turn, we can do all that stuff to it. But that's not this car, right? So, well, you know, this is a 40,000 mile car. So, you don't really want to do that to this type of car, right? So we'll find others. We'll actually probably do twin turbo builds, all kinds of crazy stuff on that bike. My favorite platform, even though they can be a pain in the butt, but that's what I learned on. It's my first love. Super excited how it's turning out. There's even more to come. Tune in for the next one. God bless y'all. Y'all be safe and surrender to the Lord.